Okay guys, this is the solution of your kinematics part 1 exercise. A particle P move in a straight line so that its distance s from a fixed point O on the line is given by s equals to t in the bracket t in the bracket t minus 6 square, where t is the time in seconds after passing O. Find the velocity of P when t equals to 1 second. Okay, so first you have to prepare the equations, right? So for number 1 we have s equals to t times with t minus 6 square. I will expand it first, so I will have t square minus 12t plus 36, and then I can expand it one more time. I will have t to the power of 3 minus 12t square and then plus 36t. Okay, next is to find the equation of velocity. The velocity will be the differentiation of s, so it will be ds over dt, yeah. That means you have to differentiate the s, so you will have 3t square minus 24t and then plus 36. Okay, I already have the v, and then the next one will be the a. Differentiate it one more time, dv over dt, so you will have 60 minus 24 for the acceleration. Okay, so this is the first preparation, yeah. The next preparation is the initial position. That means when t equals to 0, the value of s will be 0 in the bracket 0 minus 6 to the power of 2. So you'll have s equals to 0 meters. And then the preparation for the third one is instantaneously at rest. Instantaneously at rest, yeah. Instantaneously at rest means v equals to 0, and when v equals to 0, that means 0 equals to 3t square minus 24t plus 36, yeah, using the equations. So from this one you will have the value of t. I will divide them by 3 first, plus 12 I guess. So 0 equals to 3t minus 2 and then t minus 6, so you will have t equals to 2 seconds and also t equals to 6 seconds. There you go. Okay, and then after that if you want to sketch the motion first, you can find the position when t equals to 2, yeah. The position will be, and what is the equation for position? T in the bracket t minus 6 square. Okay, so s will be 2 times 2 minus 6 square, so and the result will be 16. S equals to 32 meters. And then for that one you will have s equals to 6 times 6 minus 6 square, so the s will be 0 meters. Okay, so that is the preparation for number 3. Preparation for number 4 is sketch a little bit for the motion. The particles start moving from 0 meters when t equals to 0 seconds. It will go to the right side until it become instantaneously at rest at the time at t equals to 2 seconds, and the position is 32 meters. After that it will take a U-turn and then continue the motion until it reach 0 meters for the second time when t equals to 6 seconds. And then after that I believe that the motion will be turned back to the right side, yeah, because when t equals to 6 seconds the velocity is 0, instantaneously at rest. That means the particle will take a U-turn for the second time. Next is number 5, answering the questions. To answer the questions you have to read the questions, of course, yeah. The velocity of p when t equals to 1. When t equals to 1, the velocity of p will be velocity equals to 3t square minus 24t plus 36. The equation we already got before, so you will substitute the 1 like this, and then 24 times 1 plus 36, and that means the velocity will be 39 minus 24, 15 ya, 15 meter per second. Okay, velocity ya, positive. Next is B. For the B, the question wants you to find the value of t when p is instantaneously at rest. We already have the answer. It will be at t equals to 2 seconds and also t equals to 6 seconds. Number C. For the C, we have acceleration of p when t equals to 3. When t equals to 3, the value of the acceleration will be 60 minus 24. Sorry, 60 minus 24. So if we substitute the 3 into the equation, you will have negative 6 meter per second square. Just to calculate the question, if the question says only magnitude, you don't have to put the negative in front of the numbers. Yeah, if the question says only magnitude, find the magnitude, not find the acceleration. If the questions didn't say anything about magnitude, that means you have to put negative sign in the front of the value if the value is negative. Okay, that is for number 1. Next is number 3. Yeah, for number 3, a particle P travels in a straight line so that the displacement x meters from a fixed point O is given by x equals to. Okay, so we have the equation for the position 3t square minus 4t cube plus 60 ya. I will rearrange it so the t to the power of 3 is in the front. So like this, and then 3t square plus 60 ya. Okay, good. Next is to find the velocity. To find the velocity, we have to differentiate it. We will have negative 12t square and then plus 60. And then for the acceleration, of course, we have to differentiate it one more time. You will have negative 24t plus 6. Okay, so we have the complete equations, yeah, x, v, and a. Next is the preparation. For the preparation, you have to find the initial position. Initial position will happen when t equals to 0 seconds. When t equals to 0 seconds, the value of x will be 0 plus 60. Yeah, using the equation, yeah. So the x will be 60 meters. That means the particles start moving not from O, yeah, but it start moving from a point which is 60 meters away from the O. Next is preparation number 3, instantaneously at rest. Instantaneously at rest means v equals to 0, and that means 0 equals to negative 12t square. I will use red pen, yeah, so you can know which equation that I use. Next is to factorize the 60. If you factorize the 60, you will have 2t minus 1, and that means the time will be equals to 0 for this one, and the time will be equals to half for this one. Next is to find the position. The position when t equals to 0, we already have it. We have 60 meters before. Yeah, you can say s or you can say x, okay? And then t equals to half. For t equals to half, I have to calculate it first. Wait a minute. The result is 60.25 meters. Okay, now it's time for us to sketch a little bit. So for the sketching, we will have a motion like this. So it starts from 60 meters. 60 meters. It starts from this point, and I will put the O right here, 0 meters. And that means it starts from 60 meters away from O. It will start moving to the right side until the time is half seconds, which is at 60.25 meters. And please take note that when this happens, the value of the velocity is 0, and that also means the particle is taking a U-turn. and then after that it will continue the motion. Okay, so our sketching is done. Next is to answer the questions. To answer the questions, we have to find the initial distance of P from O. Initial distance, yeah. Initial distance means the first position. The distance of the first position from O, it will be 60 meters. So the answer for number A, for the letter A, is 60 meters. Okay, next is the magnitude of the acceleration of P, ya. The magnitude of the acceleration of P when it is instantaneously at rest. When it is instantaneously at rest, because we already know the time, we can change the question. Find the magnitude of the acceleration when the time is 0 seconds and the time is half seconds, because instantaneously at rest is happen when the time is 0 seconds and also half seconds. That means we have to find the acceleration for that specific time. So I will rewrite the acceleration equation. Negative 24t plus 6, ya. I will start calculate the acceleration when t equals to 0. When t equals to 0, that means the acceleration will be 0 plus 6, so a equals to 6 meter per second square. And then for this one, t equals to half, you will have a equals to negative 24 times half and then plus 6, so the acceleration will be 0, oh wait, what, negative 12, negative 6 meter per second square. And then, like I told you before, when the question wants you to find the magnitude only, you cannot write it like this. So the answer will be a equals to 6 meter per second square. It happens when t equals to 0. And the acceleration will be 6 meter per second square in magnitude when the time is half seconds. Okay, this one is the answer for B. Next is for C, the average speed of P over the first 2 seconds. Okay. So for the C, we have to find the average speed, and we already know that average speed is about distance, so we have to find the position first. The position of the particle when the time is 2 seconds. I will calculate it using the equation of the x. The equation of the x is negative 4t to the power of 3 and then plus 3t square plus 60, I guess. Plus 60, yes, okay, good. So the position when t equals to 2 seconds will be 8 times 4, negative 32, and then 4 times 3, 12, plus 60, 72 minus 32, it's 40 meters. Okay, so now the position of the object when t equals to 2 seconds is at 40 meters. Kira-kira di sini lah ya, 40 meters when t equals to 2 seconds. Okay, now our sketch is complete. We can find the distance easily, ya. So from the time equals to 0 until it reach half seconds, the distance is 60.25 minus 60. So the distance is 0.25 meters. So for the first motion, the particle covers 0.25 meters, and then for the second motion, the particle covers 60.25 minus 40, ya. So it covers 20.25 meters. So overall the distance is 0.25 plus 20.25, and the result is 20.5. And then you can find the average speed. The average speed will be distance over time. So the distance will be 20.5 and the time is 2 seconds, I believe. Yeah, 2 seconds, yeah, from 0 until 2 seconds. So the answer is 10.25 meter per second. Okay, so this is the answer for the C. This one is for the B, and this one is for A. Okay, good. Next question. Okay, number 5. We have S equals to T in the bracket T minus 2. I will expand this first. S equals to T in the bracket T square minus 4T plus 4. You only have to square it using capek kepiting. So you have T to the power of 3 minus 4T square plus 4T. Okay, so this is the equation of the displacement, yeah, or you can say the position. Next is to find the V. Find the V. V equals to 3T square minus 8T plus 4. And then the next one will be the acceleration. Acceleration is 60 minus 80. Okay, that is the first preparation. Next is the second. The second preparation will be the initial position. Initial position. It happens when time equals to 0 second. And you can find it using the equation of the S. 0 times 0 minus 2 square. So the S will be 0 meters. And then for number 3, instantaneously at rest. That means V equals to 0. And then we can find it using the substitution of 0 to the V. 3T square minus 8T plus 4. 0 equals to, we can factorize it easily, 3T. And then this one is 4 and 1, yeah. I guess, no. Okay, so we have to split them into two parts. Minus 2t minus 60 minus 80 plus 4. Okay, good. So the time will be 2/3 seconds, and also the time is 2 seconds when the particle is instantaneously at rest. Next, I want to find the displacement, the position for the particle for each of the time. So we have S equals to T to the power of 3 minus 4T square plus 4T. So the S will be, wait, let me calculate this. Okay, so the result is 1.185 meters, guys. So that is the position of the particle when time equals to 2/3. Next is when time equals to 2. When time equals to 2, it will be 8 minus 16 plus 8, yeah. So the S will be 0 meters. Okay, so now it's time for us to sketch a little bit. For sketching the motion, you have to start from 0 because the initial position is 0 meters. That means the particle start moving from point O and then go to the right side until it reach the time of 2/3 seconds, and the distance is 1.185 meters from O. And then the particle will take a U-turn like this, and then continue moving to the 0 meters. It happens when time equals to 2 seconds. Then it will take a U-turn and then continue the motion. Next is number 5. For number 5, we have to answer the questions. The question says the velocity of the particle after 3 seconds. The velocity when the time is 3 seconds. Okay, time equals to 3 seconds. That means the velocity will be 3t square minus 8t plus 4, yeah. Okay, let's calculate this. So the V will be 3 times 3 square minus 8 times 3 and then plus 4. So you have V equals to 27 minus 24 plus 4. So the value of V will be 7 meters per second. 7 meters per second for the velocity. Okay, next is B, the distance of the particle from O when the velocity is 7 meters per second. Okay, so we already know that the velocity will be 7 meters per second after 3 seconds, right? So the question B, you can change the question a little bit like this. When the distance, when the time is 3 seconds, yeah. It's a little bit weird, right? So let's remove the when and then after. I will change it after. Change the when you with after. Yeah, so the distance of the particle from O after 3 seconds. Okay, so the distance after 3 seconds means we have to find the position of the particle first before we calculate the distance. The time when the time is 3 seconds, the position will be s equals to t in the bracket t minus 2 square, yeah. So this is the equation. You can put the 3 into the equation like this, and then you will have the answer 3 meters. So after it takes a U-turn at 2 seconds, it will reach the 3 meters when the time is 3 seconds. Okay, now we can find the distance easily, yeah. To find the distance easily, you only have to take a look at the path covered. So the first one is this one. It will be 1.185. So the distance will be 1.185, and then plus the second one. For the second one, it's also 1.185, and then for the third one is 3 meters. Okay, so the total distance will be 1.185 times 2 plus 3, 5.37 meter. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, I misread the questions, yeah. So the question asks you to find the distance from O, not the distance traveled, yeah. Sorry, the distance from O. The distance from O means you don't have to follow the path. You only have to find the distance of the particle right now from O. So from O it will be 3 meters, yeah. Sorry guys. So the answer for this one is 3 meters. Okay, next is the question C. For the C, the question asks you for the acceleration of the particle when it is next at O. So we already know that the particle will at O at the second time at t equals to 2 seconds, yeah. So I can change the question into the acceleration of the particle when time equals to 2 seconds. So the A, the acceleration is 6, wait, what? Oh, I'm so sorry, this one is 60 minus 8, yeah. 60 minus 8, and then when t equals to 2 seconds, that means the value of the acceleration will be 6 times 2 minus 8, and then the value of the acceleration will be 4 meter per second square, yeah. Okay, good. And the next one is 7. For the number 7, we have s equals to t to the power of 3. T to the power of 3, and then negative 9t square plus 15t plus 4t. The first thing we have to do is to find the velocity. The velocity will be 3t square minus 18t plus 15, and then we have to find the a also. A equals to 60 minus 18. Okay, so this one is the first preparation. Next one is the initial position. The initial position will be s equals to, it happens when the time still 0 seconds. So the initial position will be s equals to 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 40. You will have s equals to 40 meters. So the particle will start moving from 40 meters. And then instantaneously at rest. Instantaneously at rest means v equals to 0, and you only have to substitute the 0 into the v. And for this one, we can divide them by 3. So I want to divide them first to make it simpler. So t square minus 6t plus 5. After that, you can factorize it like usual. 5, 1, minus, minus. You'll have t equals to 5 seconds and t equals to 1 seconds when the particle instantaneously at rest. Next is to find the position. Define the position of the particle when time equals to 5 seconds. You only have to put it into the equation. So it will be 5 to the power of 3 minus 9 times 5 square plus 15 times 5 and then plus 40. And the result for this one is 15 meters. But for 1 second, I will have negative 8 plus 15 is 7, 47 yeah. For this one, you will have 47 meters. You only need to substitute it into the equation of the S. Next is to sketch the motion. To sketch the motion, you will start from 40 meters right here at t equals to 0 seconds and then go to the right side until you reach 1 second at the distance of 47 meters, and then taking a U-turn, it will go back to 15 meters yeah, at the time of 5 seconds. The position will be at 15 meters, and then after that take a U-turn again and then continue the journey. Next is the distance of P from O when its velocity is instantaneously 0. Instantaneously at rest yeah, it's the same thing. Okay, the distance of P from O when its velocity is okay. So I can change the question with the distance of P from O when t equals to 1 second and also t equals to 5 seconds yeah. 5 seconds. And the question wants you to find the distance of P from O, not the distance covered, but from O. We can answer this one using the sketch. So when t equals to 1 second, that means the position of the object is 7 meters from O. And not from O yeah, O is right here. O is right here, 0 meters. Please take note that O is always 0 meters. From O means 47 meters when time equals to 1 second, or you can say at the first instantaneously at rest, the distance from O is 47 meters. And for the second one, when time equals to 5 seconds, the distance from O will be 15 meters. Okay, so the answer is 47 meters and 15 meters for the first one. Next is to find the value of t when the acceleration has a magnitude of 9. Okay, so for B, we need the acceleration 60 minus 18, and the question says the magnitude is 9. Please remember that when it says magnitude, you have to think like the factors will be, it can be positive 9 and negative 9 yeah, because the magnitude is only the value, but this one is a factor. Factor means it has direction. When it has direction and the question give you the magnitude 9, that means the acceleration can be 9 or it can be negative 9, and both of them have the same magnitude, which is 9 yeah. Okay, so to find the time, we can substitute the 9 into the A. 60 minus 18, so for this one we have 27 equals to 60, and the time will be 9/2 I guess yeah, 9/2 seconds, 4.5 seconds. Okay, for this one you will have negative 9 equals to 60 minus 18, you will have 9 equals to 60, so the time will be 3/2 seconds. Okay, all is good I guess. Okay, next is C. For number C, we have the average speed during the first 2 seconds. Okay, we don't have the position of the object at 2 seconds, so we will find it first. The time is 2 seconds. The position will be, which one is position? T to the power of 3. s equals to t to the power of 3, and then negative 90 square, and then plus 15t plus 40. Okay, I will put the 2 seconds, so I will have the s equals to 8 minus 36 plus 30 plus 40, so you will have negative 6 to 42 ya, 42 meters. So the position of the object when the time is 2 seconds is at 42. It's right here, guys. 42 meters. It happens when time equals to 2 seconds. Next is to find what? To find the average speed of the p. That means the total distance ya. Average speed, I don't know. Average speed means total distance over time. Okay, the total distance will be, for the first one it will be 7 plus, for the second motion it will be until 2 ya, until 2, from 47 meters to 42 meters, it's 5. So the distance will be 7 plus 5 over 2 seconds, so you'll have 6 meter per second. Okay, next is for D. The question D wants you to find the total distance traveled for the first 6 seconds. We don't have the position of the object at t equals to 6, so we have to find it first. 6 seconds means s equals to 6 to the power of 3 minus 9 times 6 square plus 15 times 6, and then the last one is plus 40. Okay, I will calculate it first. So 6 to the power of 3 minus 9 times 6 square, 15 times 6. Okay, the answer is 22 meters. So the object when the time is 6 seconds is at 22 meters. It's right here, 22 meters. The time is 6 seconds. And the question wants you to find the total distance, yeah, not from O, the total distance traveled. So the total distance traveled will be, for the first motion is this one. It's already cover 7 meters, and for the second motion it covers from 47 to 15 ya. From 47 to 15 it covers 32 meters, and then for the third one from 15 meter to 22 it covers 7 meters. Okay, so the total distance covered by the particle is 46, I think. Yes, okay, 46 meters. Very good. Next is number 9. A particle P move in straight line, so that is the its displacement. Okay, so we have the displacement equation, position equation, yeah. So s will be t to the power of 3 minus 9t square plus 24t plus 2. I will find the v first. 3t square minus 18t plus 24, and then I want to find the acceleration also. Acceleration will be 6t minus 18. Okay, that is the first preparation. Next is the second preparation. It will be initial position. Initial position is happened when time equals to 0 seconds, and when time equals to 0 seconds I can substitute the 0 into the time in the displacement equation. I will have 0 minus 0 plus 0 plus 2, so I will have 2 meters as the initial position. Next is number 3. The preparation number 3 will be instantaneously at rest. Instantaneously at rest means v equals to 0, and that also means we can substitute the 0 into the v. 3t square minus 18t plus 24, we can divide them all by 3, so you'll have t square minus 6t plus 8. So from this one you'll have the factorization, t minus 4 and also t minus 2. T equals to 4 seconds and t equals to 2 seconds. Next one is to find the displacement. The displacement is this one, so we can find it. So we can find the displacement using substitution method, yeah. For the 4 second, if I substitute it into the equation, I will have, wait a minute, plus 24 times 4 plus 2, 18. So I will have s equals to 18 meters, and for the 2 I will have 22 meters. Okay, now it's time for us to sketch a little bit the motion of the particle. So I will have the first position, which is 2 meters from O, and it happens when t equals to 0 seconds. The motion of the particle will be go to the right side until it reach time equals to 2 seconds, and the position is at 22 meters. It will take a U-turn at this point and then continue the motion until it reach time equals to 4 seconds at 18 meters, yeah. And then after that the particle take a U-turn for the second time and then continue the motion. Okay, so this is our sketch. Next is to find the question, initial velocity and acceleration. Okay, so for initial velocity we have to use the velocity equation, 3t squared minus 18t plus 24. So the initial means time equals to 0 seconds. When time equals to 0 seconds, the result of the velocity will be 24 meter per second. Okay, next is when, not when, yeah, the initial acceleration. Okay, acceleration is 60 minus 18, so you can put the time equals to 0 because the question wants you to find the initial acceleration. 6 times 0 minus 18, so the acceleration is negative 18 meters per second square. Magnitude or what? No, yeah, initial velocity and acceleration, there are no magnitude words, so you don't have to make it into positive. Next is B. For the B, the value of t when p is instantaneously at rest, we already have it, so the time will be 2 seconds and also the time will be 4 seconds when the particle is at instantaneously at rest. Next is the distance traveled in the first 4 seconds. In the first 4 seconds we already have it, yeah, the distance traveled, so we have to follow the motion. The motion is like this, from 2 to 22, that means s equals to 20 meters. And then for the second motion, it start from 22 meters go to 18 meters, that means the distance is 4 meters, so 20 plus 4, 24 meters for C. Okay, next one, the last one is D. For D, we have the average speed of P during the first 5 seconds. Okay, average speed, that means we have to find the distance one more time, but this time it starts from 0 seconds until 5 seconds. Because we don't know the position of the particle at 5 seconds, we have to find it first. So the position will be, which one? T cube, 5 cube, and then negative 9 times 5 square, and then plus 24 times 5, and the last one is plus 2. Okay, so the distance will be 5 to the power of 3, and then minus 9 times 5 square plus 24 times 5 plus 2. It will be 22 meters. So we can put it into the sketch again right here, yeah, 22 meters. It happens when the time is 5 seconds. So our sketch is now complete. we can find the distance easily. To find the distance, you only have to add the distance covered for each motion. From 0 seconds to 4 seconds, we already have it, which is 24 meters. So I will copy it. So now I have 24 meters, and then I only have to add it with the last motion. The last motion happens from 80 meters to 22 meters. That means 4 meters, yeah. 24 meters plus 4 meters. So the answer will be 28 meters. And that is the distance covered for the first 5 seconds. Show that P will never return to its starting point. Now, because the P is moving to the right side and we don't have the another value of T when instantaneously at rest, that means the particle will never come back to O, because O is at the left side, yeah, it will not come back to O. Okay, so that is the solution of your exercise. I hope that you can understand it well. As usual, if you don't understand some of them, you can ask me via chat or maybe voice call, yeah. Okay guys, see you in my next video. Bye bye.